All right, we are getting off the freeway. We still have hours to go. I thought I'd point out that... Oh! What are you doing, you moron? Oh, he better not have damaged my trailer. I'm getting out and beating some heads. Where's my function button? Oh, screenshot of that, right? Wait, how do I do this? F6. Oh. I have a weird little keyboard. Okay, so he damaged my truck, but not my trailer. That's okay. But that sucks. What an idiot. Moron. He must have come from the other exit. I guess he had the right of way, but... At least I didn't get fined. Yeah. Goeie. Oops, I switched it. I just used the cruise control button set up for the farming simulator, which is like left bumper, right bumper, A. That's why I shifted my truck into neutral by mistake, because oops. I'm breathing and sleeping the farming simulator. Alright, so 60-kilometer limit here. And great, my brand new truck is scratched. I was watching, of course, Australian truckers, and I'm done with the season 3. I think there's going to be more episodes coming, but I've outwatched the seasons because when I edit, I need hours and hours of video, and each one's only an hour long, so I go through them pretty quick. So Turbo bought a new truck. It was like $90,000, just like this. And then he took a bunch of jobs like in the in the Australian outback. And of course, it's all like ridged, what they call them, corrugated roads. Like they're these like dirt roads, and they get corrugations where traffic makes it real bumpy after a while. They get like almost like ripples. The road ripples up. It's dirt. They're dirt roads. They're that Australian red dirt, you know. And as you drive over them, it's like... And so here he is with his brand new truck driving down these corrugated roads, and all the pieces are falling off. He had like, oh, and then he hit a kangaroo, and so like it totally freaking broke like his, like it flipped around and like smashed like the back of the truck, like where it smashed like his exhaust pipe, and like that poor guy. He has a rough... You know, for me, if I just bought a new truck, I'd be like, no, we're taking road jobs only. But, you know, these guys want to make money, and the big money is in the Outback, but you got to have a truck that's up to the task. And he bought a nice truck, but it looks like it's just not built for that kind of abuse. And, you know, if you watch Steve Graham or some of these other guys that are Outback experts, they're all driving like the old, like mid-'80s and older trucks, because those trucks would just stand up to the abuse, and they take the off-road. I forget the name. It's a totally Australian company. It's not like, you can't get them anywhere else. It's like Charlie Allison or something like that. It's like some weird truck name, but they're only built in Australia, and they're designed for that Outback, you know, abuse. Oops, I'm going 10 miles over, or 10 kilometers over. Slow down a little bit. There's an idiot who hit me. Oh no, he had a gray car. That's a white car. So anyway, I thought that was pretty neat, but it's still, at the same time, I feel bad for the guy, because his like new truck is like all beat to heck now. It's like, and that's you know, it seems like it's a really rough life to be a trucker in Australia. Of course, the show dramatizes everything. You know, it's like every little thing. It's like, you know, if Turbo does not get his truck across the, you know, onto the tarmac by sundown, it could be the end of his business. It's like everything is like, it could put an end to his career. If Mark does not successfully, you know, his reputation, if he does not successfully manage this corner, his reputation could be on the line. He'll lose customers and countless amounts of jobs and go out of business. It's like just way over dramatized. And I don't know, maybe it really is like that, but I always laugh. My kids and I always laugh at it because it's just like so much drama. But it's a great show. I do love the show, and it's all about trucks. I do like. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Wrecked. I watched that too. The Graziano family, the O'Hare Towing in Chicago. It's a pretty cool. Speaking of Chicago, we were at an Indian wedding this weekend, and we picked up a wedding in Chicago. I'm real excited about it. Now we only have to film. Thankfully, it's only on Saturday. the owner of the company is gonna cover the Friday night stuff, so I don't have to. We're gonna arrive on Friday and then be recording on Saturday early, like 6 o'clock in the morning. But anyway, it'll be a fun trip. I haven't been to Chicago, man. It's been at least 15 years since I've been to Chicago, and it's such a huge city. I hate the traffic and stuff, but it'll be cool. It's a neat thing to drive through, so I don't know. We'll have fun. My friend Jared, he's the other videographer, and he's going to be riding with me, so we're going to have a blast. And he's a real nice guy. I've worked with him for a long time, and he's just a good friend, so it'll be a nice trip. I'm looking forward to it. Now, I really like these road sections. I am, when I have to go anywhere for work, I almost always, if I have the opportunity, I almost always pick the back roads versus the freeways. Now, if it's a long way away, then I start going to the freeways. But when I get older, you know, sometime when I go on vacation, and if we have a long vacation, or if I ever am able to retire, which I probably never will be able to, but if I ever am, oh, it's 80 miles an hour. I will definitely be doing like those kind of road trips. Like, instead of going on the freeway to Florida, I'll be taking all the back roads to Florida. If it takes me 3 days and I have to stay at little hotels and stuff, so be it. I just love that kind of stuff. I was born to drive back roads. Most people don't like it. They just want to get there fast. But I really enjoy the experience of driving and the scenery and the I mean, heck, look here, I'm playing this game, you know. And as I've said before, man, I've been playing driving games since Night Driver. I mean, really, the Atari, that was like the first actual quote-unquote driving simulator out there. And I played it a lot as a little kid, and I really liked it. And when I had the ColecoVision, I kept looking for driving games. And the only one they ever had was the Dukes of Hazzard, and it was horrible. The game was just like one of the worst games ever. And it wasn't really, I don't think, until... You know, obviously in the arcade you had games that you could play, but for the home consoles, I remember Rad Racer for the Nintendo being really the first cool racing game. And I guess Outrun on the Sega. I always played those in the arcade, so I'd play Outrun in the Sega arcade, or on the Sega arcade box. That was a lot of fun, because you could sit down and you had steering wheels. Oh, man. And then Stunts. I don't know if you guys remember Stunts. They had a PC version, but it was out in the arcade, and it actually had a clutch and everything. So you could pick clutch and you could shift gears and play, and that was an awesome game. But it was like $1 to play it. It was like 4 tokens instead of 1. So I didn't play it very often, but I did try it a couple times. And when I was a kid, I had no idea how to use a clutch, so I kept stalling the car. And I remember wasting one entire set of quarters because I just sat there and I kept stalling. I couldn't get it to start. I didn't know what to do. Thankfully, some teenager came along and said, "Hey, you look like you're having a hard time." I'm like, "Yeah, I can't get this thing going." He's like, "Here, I'll show you how to do it." And so he took over and showed me how to get the car started with the clutch, or how to use a clutch. What's funny is that translated directly into real life, because now I can drive stick shift pretty well. I don't get to do it very often, and I'm not very good on hills, like starting up on a hill, but I do like driving stick shift. It's a lot of fun. But that taught me how to do it. Oh, man, I am just batting 0 tonight. Oh, what did I do? How much damage? Dag nabbit. Oh, it's function F1. Okay, there we go. Oh no, I damaged cargo. Oh. I didn't damage the truck anymore, but that's heartbreaking. Shoot. Arthur, you idiot. Pay attention. I was trying to be all cool and drive around the corner while I was looking the other way. And paid for it. That was stupid. Dang it. Oh well. It'll be it'll be like $1,000 off right there. Not that I need it. I've got $3,000 in the bank. It's a $28,000 load. It'll still be like $27,000 earned. Red mark on your reputation. Excellent work goes down to just okay. Oh boy. I'm mad. I'm driving too fast. 70 kilometers. Slow it down, Arthur. So we're still 3 hours away. Maybe I should take a rest. Obviously, my guy is struggling. Nah, we're pushing through. We're going all the way. So I will pick up with you guys in a little bit when I think of something else to talk of or if something exciting happens. Talking about it. Don't care how much it takes. I'm going all the way. Sooner or later, something. My phone is ringing. Oh, crap. I gotta have to stop driving for a second. Hold on. Pause the recording. I was singing Kenny Loggins, and the next thing I know, it's like people calling. My wife called. Mark called. Everybody's calling me, man. I always feel like everyone's calling me. No, give it to Mark, because he's got my card in there. He needs it. Mark is gonna go to the store and buy milk because he's a good boy. He's still gonna use my card, but yeah, you can go, Seth. Maybe, I don't know. Can you guys all fit? Well, Sam's making a lot of money. He's just making it in little chunks. I'm sorry, what, Jeff? It's like a madhouse in here. Everybody's sleeping over. No wives. My wife is sleeping over at her friend's house. I get the house to myself. I don't have to get up tomorrow until like 11. Hold on. What? You can wear my flip-flops. That's fine. Those aren't mine. No, my black ones are Nikes. Those aren't mine. I'm driving all over. You're making me crash. I don't think those are mine. I really don't. Oh, Mark needs to... Whoa, what was that? Mark needs to do laundry. Maybe he should do... He can do it when he gets back, but... Mark is awesome. He does laundry for us, but I have a wedding tomorrow, and I need my dress pants. I'm such a bad boy. I ate a hamburger that was a bacon burger tonight. So bad. I'm trying to lose weight, and I'm just eating like protein bars and stuff, but I couldn't stand it. My wife's like, I'm going out to Time too. It's like this awesome restaurant. And they make these ginormous bacon burgers that are, the bacon's actually ground into the hamburger. So I made her get me one. I shouldn't have, but I'm glad I did. It was so good. Two lefts don't make a right, is that what you said? So her eating a burger and me eating a burger? I don't know what she had. She probably had wings. Two lefts don't make a right, but three do. He said that's an album, I guess. Oh, Reliant K, okay. There was a, when I was in a record store one time, there was a local band that released a record, and the name of the record was We Haven't Heard of You Either. I thought that was really clever. I didn't buy it, but... We've never heard of you either. There was another one that I bought. There's a band from Normal, Illinois. It's a Christian band, and they're called the Normals, and they're from Normal, Illinois. And I was at Walmart, and I picked this album up, and I love the album cover. I'd never heard the band before, and I was like, this is a really cool album cover. And so I bought it. It turned out to be my all-time favorite CD ever. It's called Coming to Life is the name of the album, and if you have a chance, check it out on YouTube. But it's a group, they're defunct now. They broke up years ago, and I think he's the sleep is coming. He's the singer now for a band, or if they're still around, was the singer for a band called Caedmon's Call. I think Caedmon's Call is still around. He became their singer after that singer left. But anyway, I just love their music. The album was amazing. It's mostly acoustic stuff. But the way they recorded it, it sounds like they went into like this old church somewhere and just set up and recorded the whole album. And the music is great. The songs are great. The acoustic riffs are awesome. The craftsmanship. I'm a musician, and I'm also, I've also been in the studio quite a bit with different bands and playing as a guitar player, helping record. I've done all kinds of stuff in the music industry. Not big, I'm not like tooting my horn. I was never popular or anything, but I've been around it a lot, and I know talent and I know skill when I hear it and see it. And these guys were it's unbelievable. It's my favorite album ever, and it's not because of the skill that I love it. The songs are so well written and just well done, and It's like heartbreaking and beautiful and everything that an album should be. And it's just luck. I just happened to like the cover, and I picked it up. So that's the only time that's ever happened. And in fact, that was the same night. This tells you how long ago it was that I think All the Things You Left Behind came out from U2 with Beautiful Day. That it was the same weekend that album came out, because I went to Walmart to buy that album, and I bought the Normals album at the same time, and I just the Normals album was what I was hoping the U2 album would be. Not that the U2 album wasn't a great album, but I was at that point I was completely overshadowed by how great the Normals were. So anyway, if you get a chance to listen to the album Coming to Life, it might not be your thing, but if you like acoustic, kind of folksy music, but a little more upbeat, it's just there. And the recording is unbelievable. It's just so well done. A very warm, earthy recording, and I loved it. It's just so well done. The songs are great. So anyway, thought I'd share that with you. I don't know where that came from, but oh no. Okay, don't do it. Now I remember. I think I've talked about this before in the series, but in American Hard Truck or 18 Wheels of Steel or one of those SCI games, there was no warning. There was no indicator on this one, like how you have the little bat on this one to show you're getting tired. Just out of the blue, you would fall asleep while you were driving. The guy would be like, ugh, and then his eyes would close, and you wouldn't be able to, the screen would go totally black. Like, there was no warning. Next thing you know, his eyes would close all the way, and you just hope and pray that you didn't end up off the road when he woke back up. No warning. This game at least gives you warning, and I've driven pretty far into the sleep zone, and aside from getting fined over and over and over again, I didn't find that you would ever completely go to sleep. You always had a little bit of vision ahead. So, boy, it's a danger in real life, I'll tell you that. As I get older, it's not as easy to stay awake as you drive as it was when I was younger. I used to be able to go 10, 15 hours without a break. And as I've gotten older, man, it's like 4 hours, and I start getting drowsy. Sometimes I'll be driving around town, and I'm like, ugh. The only thing that I found, and if you can ever find them, they're really hard to find. It's oh, look at that. Oh yeah, because we're going to Calais, so we're getting on the coast. What was I talking about? Oh, sunflower seeds. If you can find unsalted, because the salt's really bad for you, obviously. When you eat salted sunflower seeds, you're consuming a lot of salt. But you get them in the shell, and you get them unsalted, and you put one in your mouth and you suck on it, and then after a couple minutes you chew it and eat it, and then put another one in. The nice thing about the sunflower seeds, it's not like eating other foods because you're not consuming a lot of them, so it's not very fattening. And if they're unsalted, they're not bad for your cholesterol either. So, but what I found, and somebody taught me this trick, if you eat while you drive, it will keep you awake. So a bag of unsalted sunflower seeds could last you for hours before you start overcoming that with tiredness. And if you're driving for so long that you're getting tired even while eating while driving, well, then it's time to pull over and have a rest. So, or take a break and let somebody else drive for a little while. But I found that works for me. Even now, it still works for me. But as I've gotten older, like, oh man, we went to Florida this time, and usually I can drive all night until like we start about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I can drive until 10 or 11 in the morning. Ooh, those ships, that's cool. And this time, I was sick, granted. Unfortunately, last year when I went on vacation, and this year we can't afford it, so we're not going, but last year when we went to Florida, I was sick for the whole time. I had this weird chest infection that lasted for like 3 months, and it sucked. I started getting it the night that we left, and I was sick the entire 2-week vacation. It was horrible. So anyway, all right, we are 0 minutes to rest stop, and I don't know how far we are from the place. Let's see, 5. We are 1 hour and 33 minutes. I probably really need to find a rest stop. So I guess right up here we'll pull up and go to sleep. I'm not going to stop the video. We'll make this just one long episode. I apologize, guys, for getting bored, but I need to. We're so close. I hate to finish and make like a 10-minute video for the other one. So we're just going to stop here. gas up and then... Hurry it up, Bubs. I got places to be. Like bed. Hello? This guy's getting angry. Give me the old flipping the bird. Yeah, I know. I'm surprised I haven't gotten a sleeping offense fine yet. Fill her up. Glug glug. V-blug. My clan all calls me V-blug because on the mini map, instead of calling me V-blue, it shows V-B-L-U-G. So they all call me V-blug. I'm like, no, it's V-blue. It's V-blue. V-blue guitar. All right, so we're going to pull up here and take a little nap, and then we'll continue on our merry way. Probably will be middle of night when I wake up, unfortunately, so the end of the trip is going to be a night driving trip, and we'll see how much of a penalty I get for being stupid. All right. Raining again. I turned my chance of rain up like 5%, and now it rains all the time. Oh well. I like it when it does rain, because it is like Cleveland. Though the last month, man, we've been really dry. Uh-oh. Is my parking brake on? Why do I have an information light? What is that all about? Okay, it went away. Maybe I need to cycle my screens. Oh, no, that turns my lights off. That's a good one. What button is that? Or is this one? Maybe my motor was just cold. That probably was the problem. I had a cold motor. Anyway, it hasn't rained here for quite a while, so as I predicted, the grass has that August brown. You know, people always, they're like, hey, we'll do photos in August. And I'm like, you probably should do them before August, but it happens every year, and that's where we are. It's a brownout. I am so freaking funny. Really funny. Hi, Volvo. E-Volvo. Oh, wait. I was saying I had tried Volvo out. I have a Volvo. What am I talking about? My frickin' nicest and most powerful truck that Santa Claus is driving is a Volvo. I set that one all up, man. This isn't a bad truck. I actually kind of like the Iveco. I'm enjoying this truck. Once again, I kind of like the fact having it visorless. I like that, actually. You can see better. It seems like you have more of a view range. Not view range, but you can see up higher. Obviously. Of course, in real life, if you have eyes that get bothered by sunlight, it's probably nice to have a visor. However, I'm yawning. As I mentioned in previous episodes, I have eyeballs of steel, and so what that means is that the sun does not affect my eyes really at all, unless it's like seriously like right dead ahead shining into my face. And at that point I get a little like, oh, my eyes. But in general, I don't really have issues with my eyes and sunlight. When I fly my remote control airplanes, I very rarely lose them into the sun. And sometimes you have to fly into the sun. I haven't flown for a while, but I'm getting a hankering. They have a the Blade SR or Blade MS. No, it's not the MSR. Blade SRX. I don't know. One of those RC helicopters. It's like a little bit larger than my little teeny one. My little one is like super duper small. I can never make this turn. Wait, come on. Put it in reverse, guys. Oh. Oh. Come on, guys. Let me out. Try to swing it this way a little bit. Okay, now it's traffic stopping. Hopefully I can get... Okay, there we go. That's better. made it. Okay, good. Anyway, they got one on sale. Look, they normally were 130. Oops, that was the fastest wiper speed I have. Wow, it's slow. Anger management. They were usually like $130 to $150. I think it was 140 something. And they have one. They're going out, like they're not going to make them anymore. And so the guy at the hobby store has them for $89. I was like, it's almost $50 off, you know. And it's a cool helicopter. It's about maybe like a foot and a half, or I'm sorry, a foot long with the tail boom, and it's, you know, a pretty easy helicopter to fly. It's one that it's similar to the one that I fly, but bigger and a little bit more, a little speedier. So I don't know. We'll see. I thought about buying it. I don't know. We'll have to talk to my wife and see if we have the finances to do it. I'm sure we don't, but whenever I see sales like that, I'm like, oh man, how can I miss that one, because it's like so cheap. It's $50. Of course, my last sale airplane that I bought was that Piper that I told you about, one of these earlier episodes that I wrecked the other week. That airplane I got for, it was a $160 airplane, and I got it for $79 when they were closing out on that one, and so it was a really good deal. I was so sad when I crashed that thing. But like I said, it wasn't a perfect flyer. It was a good airplane for cruising around, but it would get a little wonky when you try to like do some maneuvers, and it would try to stabilize itself, and then in doing that, it would sometimes like throw itself out of whack. So I loved it, but it was. I have other airplanes that fly a lot better, that are harder airplanes to fly, but they actually are a little bit easier because they don't try to autocorrect. What are you gonna do? I might be overbuying airplanes though. The helicopters I like because I can fly them out front. I don't have to go anywhere. With the airplanes, unfortunately, you know, I've got so many airplanes already that I don't really need anymore. Even though there's ones that I want, I probably should sell a bunch of them before I do. And then on top of that, you know, like I said, it requires time. So you have to get in the car, you have to drive somewhere, and, you know, fly. And then, you know, you need somewhere that's got a runway so there can't be people there. And it's just there. With the helicopter, man, I just walk out from my front door, put it in the middle of the cul-de-sac, and off I go. And, you know, when I bring it back in, and land it right back where I took off. So, you know, I don't know. They're both fun to fly. The helicopters are a lot of fun because you can get real crazy with them. But the airplanes are just awesome. I love scale airplanes. Warbirds, and I've got a Focke-Wulf. Oh wait, I gotta turn here somewhere. Oh, it's a roundabout. Okay. I've got a Focke-Wulf FW190, the Butcherbird, and I've got that thing flies great. That was one of my first scale airplanes. That one's got a 40-inch wingspan, and then I've got a I've got a 40-inch biplane. It's an Albatross, a World War I warbird with, it's the Red Baron's plane. It's the Red Baron paint scheme. And he's in there flying it. His little scarf. The scarf waves in the wind. It's pretty cool. I have a video of that on my channel somewhere in the RC section. You can see a couple different Albatross videos. That airplane is awesome. That thing will almost come to a standstill in the air. It's because it's got those, you know, big biplane wings. And it's a slow flyer, so it just really slows down. It looks like a real airplane when it's flying. And then I've got, in the micro warbirds, I've got a Trojan T-28. I've got an ultra micro Trojan T-28. I've got a Spitfire. That thing is awesome. It's a micro Spitfire, so it's like a 16-inch wingspan, but it's a World War II British Spitfire Mark 9, I think. And then, what else do I got? That's a warbird. I have some other stunt planes and stuff, but yeah, I love those warbirds. That's what got me into it. Okay, so this is going to be a tough park because I can't really. I'm going to have to loop around this way and then really go a long way back to get the trailer into a happy position. Let's see here. I think I can do it from here. All right, let's stick our head out. Yeah, we should go easel our way in here. I'm sorry, I'm sticking my head off to the side like I'm actually leaning out the window, just out of habit. Like I don't need to do it, it's on the screen, but my body's just naturally doing that. Oh yeah, perfect. Got right in there. Sorry about the damage, folks. I damaged the trailer, not the tractor, so we should be good, but they are gonna find me some money. Good work, yeah. How much did they ding me? Not too bad. 50 experience and $1,200. But I'm going to owe like... Now we're going to find out the real damage because my truck is busted up, so I'm going to have to go get that fixed. At least we're out of debt now. So I'm going to go ahead. We'll finish this episode by running over to the repair store and getting the truck fixed up. So that's to the left here. The only thing I don't like about this game is it's really not that hard to see to your left in real life. Or to your right, I'm sorry. You can see what's going on. But it puts it so far away, it's like this little mini window you can't see. Yeah, so far I like this truck. It's not bad. It's better than I remember it. Maybe I just was like tired or something when I was driving it last time, but I'm liking it. And I love the cockpit. I really do. The interior upgrade makes this truck really inside. You know, like I said, it's not as cool as the DAF. The DAF is so spacious inside. This thing is a lot tighter in there. It's a much smaller cab overall, but it's still a cool truck. You know, no doubt about it. This is a neat broken record brain fart. This is a neat little truck and little neat semi, and it's got more horsepower than the DAF. I don't know how they manage that, but it's pretty cool. So, all right, we're gonna stop here. Let's take a look and see what the damage is. Oh, repair, yeah. Not bad. All right, so $1,000, and let's go ahead and do upgrades. Let's see what we can upgrade now. We need to do all the physical upgrades before we do the painting, because whenever you do like a major physical upgrade, should we? I can't do it now, but should I do that? I probably should do that upgrade. Let's hop inside like this and see what it looks like for the cabin. If I close this, we can look around. Oh, it gets rid of my cockpit? Really? Oh, I won't be able to do it then because I'm not going to repay for an interior. That is cool, though. That's nice that it... Look at all the room it gets you. So instead of being just cut off here, you actually get some lights and a little sunroof and some storage bins. I'm looking up again because my head needs to turn. I need our tracker here. Some temperature control stuff. Doesn't really give you much more bedroom, but yeah, there's like an overhead bin there. It's pretty cool. But if it's going to erase my my cabin, well, forget it. I'm not going to repay for another interior, right? Did it do that? Really? Hang on. We're going to go back out and try that again. That's bizarre. So it's got my leather interior, right? If I do this, it does. No way. That's horrible. So I'm stuck. Wow, I can't do that upgrade because I'm not going to spend another $30,000 on an interior that I already paid for. Wow, that's really bad. That sucks. Oh well, what are you going to do? Okay, so we're stuck with our interior, and I'm glad with that. I love the interior, so we're just going to keep this as a basic utility truck. It'll never be a super comfy truck to drive, but so what can we upgrade now? We can definitely do the Samurai, which I like. I really like that Samurai effect. Color match door, should we? And color match mirrors. Paint. Was that what it was? That already? Plastic? Paint kind of looks the same, doesn't it? Paint modern. I'll take the old ones. I like the old style mirrors better. And what else? What's this? Ooh. Oh, stock. It's already there. I can't get rid of it either. I'm stuck. All right. What? Okay, that's it. That's really all the upgrades I'm going to do to that, pretty much. This truck is where it's going to be. So that's it, man. Nothing different. $4,000 order, right? Might as well. All right, let's go for the paint job. We can see if we can do a paint job. They're probably going to be out of the price range for the ones that I want. Look at these expensive ones, man. $32,000 for paint. But these are cool. Like, you could do something like that. But with what I was thinking, okay, so we'll go ahead and see. This is what I was thinking, like a red to match that, and then that cream color is just great. We're going to keep that right now. Like that. Ooh, that's pretty sweet. That's pretty buff looking. But it's $24,000, which will leave me with nothing. So I don't think I'm willing to buy that. Wow, that looks really cool. Oh. Do this. Same idea. Do top paint. Here's what we'll do. Do the top like this. Bottom will be black. The stripe will be white. Ooh. Eh. It's not as exciting as the other one. I like that though, but it's not. What if we reverse it? What if we take this and make it this? That's kind of cool too. And then this and make it. Look at that. I kind of like that. That's less money. What else do we got? Any other two-tone colors? We have this. Make the truck black. And then have matching red stripes. And this is more affordable. Hey, easy there, guys. There's craziness going on. That works. That works for me. How about you guys? That's pretty cool. Maybe we'll do that. It was kind of goofy with the orange lights, though. I think we could do the pumpkin. That doesn't match our $7,000 red wheels, though. Yeah. I really think I like this one the most that we did. That's pretty cool. There's 4 colors on that. We could do this. Oh, that's pretty sweet, too. It's expensive. You know, typical. I mean, those would work, too, but I think I'm over this now. We've done it already on another truck, so let's, I think this is going to be the one. And you know what? I'm just doing it. I don't care. I'm doing it. I don't care what people say. Go ahead and talk about me all you want. But I'm painting my Iveco. I'm doing it. Look at that. That's cool. And that looks really nice with the red wheels. That really picks up the red wheel highlights. So, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to tie it in so it's like a uniform paint job. So I think we're done with this truck, actually. Now, I don't have any money to buy anything else, but we'll have to do another run in this guy. Probably another 2 or 3 runs before I'm ready to buy the next truck. And actually, it's going to be more because you know what? I'm going to have to run the wheels off this truck now that I think about it because you know what? I got to get another garage before I can afford to upgrade this guy. So it's going to be a while. This is the end of episode number 15. And in episode number 16, I'll probably wait to do that one until I actually have enough money together to buy another truck and another garage, which means the loan will have to be paid off. Once it gets paid off, I can take it out again. So anyway, you guys have a great night. Thank you for being a part of this channel. Be sure to subscribe for more farming, trucks, tanks, boats, cars, whatever. I'm doing it all. So have a great night, and I will see you on the road.